My name is William Solomon Heath. My memorial window is just above the door to the back porch. Patriotism and adventure are in my blood. My grandfather risked all to fight in the Revolutionary War. My father was a lawyer but abandoned his practice for a time to seek his fortune in the gold fields of California. I was just 15 when we headed cross country together by wagon train. We made it to San Francisco when he was called home to urgent business, so he left me there with friends. I was soon making my own money, writing letters home for miners at $1 each. One day, on a lark, I snuck away and booked a voyage to Hawaii. But when I arrived in Honolulu, the king demanded a tax for me to come ashore. I did not have the money, so I pointed out to the captain that our agreement was for my delivery to the island. This he said he would not do, so I negotiated to continue with him on his voyage to Hong Kong. There I found a job in a counting house, but after a while my father sent a letter that I must come home at once. An obedient boy, I was soon on my way, but I took the long way, east through the Indian Ocean and around Africa. On the way the captain trained me how to navigate, and it was a good thing too, because I became quite ill, and for a time I had to captain a ship. I made it to Boston, then home, having traveled around the world on my own before I was 18. After my adventure, I entered Waterville College, wrote plays and poetry for New York Magazine, and graduated at the top of my class. When President Lincoln issued a call for volunteers after the rebels fired on Fort Sumter, I was a lawyer in my hometown of Waterville. My patriotism sense of adventure took hold. I would not be left out. I recruited a company of soldiers, and I was elected as captain. Our first battle was Bull Run in the summer of 1861. It was an embarrassing affair, but by the spring of 1862 we were on the move again. We sailed by steamer to the shore of Virginia, and over the course of a month we advanced steadily to Richmond. We were so close to the city that climbing a tree I could see its church steeples. We were sure that soon we would capture Richmond and end the war. But Confederate General Lee had other ideas. We were having a quiet morning on the Chickahominy when we heard the sounds of a battle beginning across the way. In the afternoon the sounds grew louder, and we were ordered into the fray at a place called Gaines's Mill. Our commander, Colonel Nathaniel Jackson, skillfully brought the 5th Maine to the right side of the battle facing Stonewall Jackson's troops. But as we were getting into position, he was shot and command devolved to me, as I had been promoted to lieutenant colonel. I was on my horse, ordering our troops forward, when I felt something hit me hard in the head, and then nothing. I died there on the battlefield.